All of those Disney movies. Is it Disney, Finding Dory, or is it actually not Disney?
I think it's Pixar. Yeah.
Whoa. How's that even possible?
Wait, why are you all turning your heads? Hello?
Heather, you're at a weird angle. You're at a 45-degree angle.
Me?
No, Heather.
No, not you, Molly. Heather.
Sorry, trying to make this work.
Oh.
Let's try this.
Hi, Heather.
Hello.
Am I sideways?
Yeah, you are
sideways. Let me change this. How do I change this? Hold on. We can look at the ceiling. This is why we rehearse.
Exactly.
Okay. I'll figure that out. Okay. How's that?
Yeah, that's good.
I'll figure it out. How are you guys?
Very, very good, Heather. It's nice to see you. You okay?
I'm okay. Nice to see you as well.
Yeah, thank you for joining us for this rehearsal. So Molly's here. You've been chatting with Molly over email. And my other colleagues are here. Darren's here. Nat's here. James is here. What we're going to do is, are we live at 22, Daz?
22, yeah. So we've got 5 minutes.
Oh wow, right. We're gonna have to rattle through it. So we're gonna go live with this rehearsal in 5 minutes, Heather. All that will happen is I will read my intro out. I'll ask you the question that I'm going to ask you on Friday. Molly will ask her question, and then if it's okay with you, you could do your reading.
Okay.
And then Nat will ask her question, and then we'll ask another question as if it's from the internet. But you don't have to give long or serious answers to these questions. Well, not that you have to either be long or serious on Friday either. It's just really to just show you the format and for us to just test everything. And then I'll do an out, and then we'll be done. So it should probably only take about 5 minutes, and then when we've done that, we can have a chit chat if you want.
Sounds good.
Oh, who's doing that? That's one of my kids. Hold on a second.
So you've got the host. You've got the host now, Molly.
Yeah. So yeah, once we get to when we get to 7:39, I'm just gonna mute everyone just whilst Lee's doing the intro, just so that, because the way that the Zoom call works, it will then focus on Lee when he's doing the intro rather than just going on everyone. Yeah, and then
Heather, a quick question. You are Lefevre.
That's right. Yeah.
And is it Sahar Sidhom?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I've got it right.
Sahar. Yeah.
Sahar Sidhom.
Yeah. You kind of like breathe out the Sahar. Yeah.
I'll try. Oh,
I have to say, everyone's sent in some great questions. So
Oh, good.
Good.
I did want to also mention to you guys, I don't know if you know this, but Ruben Golistan has passed away. So I just wanted you to be aware of that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah. He had a brain tumor, unfortunately.
Oh no.
Yeah.
That's very sad. Okay. Well, thank you for letting us know. When did that happen?
Happened about 2 years ago.
Right. Okay. Oh, and he's great in your book.
Yeah, he's was such a good friend after the book too, and look forward to seeing him on the other side.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Oh.
2 minutes.
Okay. Where are you, Heather?
I live in Portland, Oregon these days. Where are you?
North London, Stoke Newington, Hackney.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right,
There's
I'll
always
shoot.
a little bit of waiting just for the first.
Yeah,
We
I'll
come
shoot.
down the start. No one's never sure what to do.
I'll monitor the stream, Lee. I'll
Right.
shoot.
All
Okay.
right. See you in a minute. See you in a minute.
Okay, right. Don't forget to focus, Lee, when Molly mutes. Molly, you can
Yeah.
probably mute us all now, and Lee, you focus, please.
Cool.
One, two, 1, 2, 1, 2. Is that all right? Hello and welcome to Book Club. We are delighted to be joined today by the American author Heather Lefevre. It is said that it's no easy matter to give novelty to old subjects, authority to new, to give nature to everything and to arrange everything according to its nature. Yet this is exactly what Heather has done with her book, Brain Surfing. Heather traveled the world to interview 9 of our top marketing strategists. She lived in their houses, followed them to work, and asked them question after question about their craft. The way that Heather writes about people and places makes her more like a novelist than a business writer. Her descriptive powers are like the air in a balloon, lifting these 9 strategists above us so that we can see their work and their purpose clearly. Heather Lefevre, welcome to Book Club. And welcome to our readers, my colleagues at Silence Media, Molly White and Natalie Farsiani, Jessica Geary from Rap, Dino Myers-Lamptey from The Barbershop, Rihanna Francis from Cara, and 3 of the strategists that Heather interviewed for Brain Surfing, Kevin May, Sahar Sidham, and Brian Miller. And finally, welcome to those of you who are joining us live online. Heather is also looking forward to hearing your questions. Heather, sometimes in life we do things because we want to do them and we work out why we did them later. Have you worked out why you wrote Brain Surfing?
So you want me to answer that right now?
Well, you can. I mean, it doesn't matter because it's just a
Okay.
rehearsal. But you know, that
Yeah.
would be my question to you on Friday. That's what I'm intrigued to know. I used to work with the Mancunian music industry entrepreneur Tony Wilson. He was behind the Hacienda nightclub, Factory Records, and brilliant man. And he always used to talk about this thing, praxis. This idea that we do things and then we work out why. You know, we do things that we really want to do, and then we work out why we did them later. And you know, your book really strikes me as a, you know, as an adventure. It seems to me that you were as interested in the journey as the destination. But I'm just wondering now, having, you know, a few years since it was published, if you've worked out actually why you did it.
I think there's a lot of reasons. I think one is that a career in advertising takes you to some of the highest highs and the lowest lows, at least for me. And I wanted to figure out, how do I mitigate and not let those lowest lows happen to me? And, you know, how much can I steer versus how much of this is happening to me? And also there was just so much of an array of things you can do, even in ad land with your life. And I wanted to feel like I was making the right choice. So I think being raised in the South in a religious household had something to do with, like, I have to be good at this. I have to be right, you know? So, and started grinding my teeth and was like, maybe if I stay with these people, I'll be good, you know? So I had to go on a pilgrimage. Yeah.
That's a great answer. So Molly, you've got a question for Heather about female mentors.
Yeah, again, you can either wait to give your full answer on Friday, whatever you want to do. But this will be the question. So yeah, in your chapter with Suzanne Powers, you discuss how fewer women volunteered themselves as mentors. So I guess I was wondering what response has brain surfing and that chapter in particular received from women, and whether any more have come forward to volunteer since it was published.
Okay, well, we'll talk about that. That's a big kettle of fish.
That's fine.
Yeah, no, because there's nobody up there for me to go to, so I'm trying to be what I didn't see.
Nice.
Yeah.
Do you want to do your reading, Heather?
Okay, sure. So I'm going to read from the end. Putting our ingenuity to good use. As I wrote and revised, Brian Miller took a course at the Faber Academy, an esteemed creative writing program in London, and began writing his first novel. We swapped writing techniques and inspirational essays by writers who have gone before us, and he prompted me to think deeply about the crux of this book as he read early drafts and offered feedback. The reader will want to know why somebody with a life that most people dream about, living in one of the world's coolest cities with an amazing job in an aspirational industry, whose apartment is listed on Foursquare as a karaoke bar, decides to question it in a really profound way and throw it all up in the air, and why she doesn't go to an ashram but heads out to talk to a bunch of advertising people. My response, dear reader, stems from my perhaps strange belief that life is a lot like performing a circus plate spinning act. For me, there are 3 plates: career, city, and love. And each plate has a question: what to do, where to live, who to love. Maybe you have a kids and a health plate too, if you're a particularly ambitious plate spinner. You might be able to keep a couple of plates going at once, but more, that's quite a feat. So we make choices. We languish in a city we hate because of an amazing job or for the love of our life, or alternatively, we turn down a work opportunity to stay in our city, or we drop everything and follow love. I've never mastered spinning all the plates at once. Maybe I'm especially hard to please, restless even. I took on this project knowing I was completely open to a new city, a new job, and to love. I simply had the idea to apprentice myself, decided it was a good one, and went for it. But it was the commitment I made to write a book that took me on the greater adventure. Despite knowing intellectually that brands must be created for the long term, my living in a project-based world for so many years has created an imbalance in me towards short-term thinking. And while a book can be broken down into smaller tasks, it is a long-term integrated construction unlike any brand work I've ever worked on. Both agency and client, in my experience, have a bias toward short-term results, and that's to our detriment. So I'll stop there.
Oh, that's lovely. Well done. Thank you. So Nat, you've got a question for Heather about the tale of 2 robots.
Yeah. So when you refer to the tale of 2 robots and the need to be more reactive to our environments, the question is, how would you get clients that prefer more traditional ways of working to try more abstract methods?
I think that I've chosen a different route, so I can answer this more deeply, but it's like, if there's a certain willingness that I have to work with people who are very closed-minded, but most of the people that I choose to work with are open-minded and want to see their customers, not just notice them. And so they're willing to do the kind of research that requires.
Okay, cool.
All right, I'm just going to do the end. I'm going to do the out now. Heather Lefevre, thank you so much for being our guest on Book Club this month and for talking about brain surfing. And thanks, of course, to our audience of readers who took part today. If you'd like to join us on one of these recordings, please do get in touch via our website. I have to stay still now for 30 seconds. And on Friday, I won't be able to say anything. Just to sit there and grin. Let's do the lag. And Darren's going to tell me off now for having talked.